Good morning, everybody. We are having some eggs. I put some cheese. We've got biscuits just fresh out of the oven, and we have sausage. And so I'm going to put these together as a sandwich, and this is what we're going to eat for breakfast this morning. A sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit. I got this cabinet done this morning, and let's just say I got done crying my eyes out and I'm all right now, but I had these dishes on this shelf and I didn't change anything, and I put everything back, and this shelf here moved forward and I busted a bunch of dishes all over my floor, realizing that whoever put this together had a screw back there holding the shelf up. I don't know if you can even see that. See it right there? And this peg was broken. And luckily, I had bought a bunch of them. You can buy these in bulk in little envelope things. And all you do is put your peg in the hole, and then your shelf sits on the flat surface right there. So yeah, not too happy about it because those dishes there was my Christmas present from my mom and dad. No sense in crying over spilled milk. Okay, third cabinet is done. And even though I lost a couple plates in the other cabinet, I'm all right. It's all gonna be fine. I had a moment of meltdown this morning when I first started into this project again. But anyhow, now I'm gonna clean up the kitchen. I'm gonna throw away all the garbages from peeling and sticking, and I did declutter, and I'm getting rid of some things that has been sitting in my cabinet we have not used in a year. It's gonna go. And then anything that's seasonal, I'm gonna put up in my pantry so that there's no weight in these cabinets. So as you can see here, it's all nice and in there. Looks really good. Can you see that? Nice and clean. I love that. It looks really good. I'm happy. Not happy about my plates being broken, but I am happy that this is a project that I stuck with and got it done. Hello everybody. This is the first time you're seeing me in this video. You could hear me, but you couldn't see me. I had a very long morning. I got up this morning, had my coffee. I made breakfast as you saw. I did finish my contact papering in the cabinets in there, my upper cabinets. I'm really pleased with it, except for I had that one shelf and it gave this morning and broke some of my dishes, and I had glass to clean up, and I was not a happy camper at all. Actually broke down in tears, about had a heart attack, text my dad. I mean, it was just all come crashing down. I think the worst part is that those dishes were my Christmas present from my mom and dad this year. And, you know, I was actually planning to go to the store to get me a second set and get rid of some of the older ones. And that way I had just one really nice set for like when we have company, when we have Thanksgiving, you know, all that kind of thing. Anyways, the set has been taken care of. I still have the big plates, but I think all of these small plates got busted. But I still have the big plates, all the bowls, the two large bowls, which is the pasta dishes, and I think one of the mini plates, the smaller plates. I think that's all I have. But yeah, it was just not my morning. We are under winter storm advisory, or watch, or whatever you want to call it. They can't decide what we're getting, how many inches we're getting, when it's coming. They're just predicting Sunday evening. Today is Friday, by the way. I just got done washing all of the dishes in the kitchen. I had to take out 2 giant bags of garbage because I wanted to make sure I got all of the dishes off the dishes off the floor. That sounds so bad. All the broken glass off the floor. I just was not, I was not in good mood this morning. Not at all. It's like you get up with this momentum to work and get your stuff done, and then when something like that happens, it's kind of like my mom. She has this, even Lucas, my son, was talking about it the other day. He calls me while he's in the store, and he says, you remember what Grandma Elaine used to say when stuff fell off the hangers? It's time to go home. She used to do that all the time. Well, it's time to go home, she'd say, if the clothes fell off the hangers whenever you were looking at them. But, so it was time to call it quits this morning when the dishes started falling. But anyhow, doing okay now, and it is evening. It's pretty dark outside already. It is 5:30. I don't know if you have been watching my channel for a while, you guys know that Ronnie and I had watched all the seasons of Dallas. We love the older television. And I have to tell you that I thought the last season was a little bit cheesy and was a little bit disappointed with the ending. And the thing is I think the very last episode was not there. I don't think it was the very last episode. We tried to start watching the new Dallas, but he couldn't really get into it. But one thing that we did want to see was all the seasons of the Waltons. And he looked and looked and looked for it, and he finally found it. And so we watched the first episode of it today. And it was about a deaf girl, and it was really good. It was just really good. I like wholesome TV, you know, you just kind of, you sit in your favorite chair, you put your blanket on your lap, get yourself something warm to drink, and just settle in to watch some warm-hearted television, you know, it's good. Ronnie ran upstairs for a minute to take his medicine, and it's really been more of a chilled day today since what happened this morning. I had every intention of starting to paint the bathroom, but I think I'll start to do that tomorrow because today's not my day. Today is not my day. I did not fill my spice jars either. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning. I'm just going to bring my spice jars in here on the kitchen table and just fill them and label them and put them up. This girl kind of knows when she's at it, and you know, there are days when it's really good to start projects, and there's days when you just hang it up. And today is one of those days to hang it up. Emma is supposed to, I don't know if she's going to do it tonight or, well, I guess it's going to be tonight. She said she'd pick me up a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. I told her, I said, if you go to the store, can you just pick me up some cheap bread and a gallon of milk, just so that I make sure that I had those on hand for the storm hits. I just said, you know, I don't really need anything, but if you go, would you mind doing that? And she said she'd bring me a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread this evening. So I don't know if she'll bring that tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah. My goodness, I am so yawny. But I'm going to make myself, I think I'm going to make myself either a hot chocolate or a coffee. And I'm going to get Ronnie down here and tell him to start number 2 on the Waltons. And we can watch the second episode if I can get him down here. Sometimes he goes out on the deck and sits for a little while. Yesterday, I went to take out the trash, and there was a giant possum sitting on top of a table we have in our backyard, and it scared me to death. It was the biggest, fattest possum I've ever seen. And I told Ronnie I was scared to take the cans, take the garbage cans out to the street by myself, so he went out with me, and we're banging stuff around just in case he's back there. And then when we went out to take the cans out, there was the biggest cat I have ever seen sitting out by my fence gate. It was a big orange cat. He had to be related to Garfield. He was huge. Anyways, he seen us coming out, and he got scared, and he jumped the fence. Then we had to go out and pull the cans in today, and I remembered that possum. And so Ronnie went out with me this morning, and there was a big fat squirrel. And the squirrel, there is a post in the ground out here. I don't even think it is for anything. It's just in the ground. It's tall. And it's right by our fence. And he got all the way up to the top and just sat there and watched us go out and get the can and bring it in. Anyways, I don't know. I like to see the animals and all, but this close to home, I just don't know. It makes me nervous. But I was laughing. I'm like, my goodness, all the animals are commuting in my backyard. Well, anyways, I'm going to go find Ronnie. I'm going to make me some coffee. Thought I would share this with you. I'm kind of losing my voice tonight. We are using the last wax melt of the Fraser fir. This came from Walmart. And I have to tell you, it was, see, we used it all. It smells really, really good. I don't know if this was a seasonal item or not, or a winter item, or just a Christmas, but it smells really, really good. I love it.